First up, we have Prettier, and let me tell you, this extension lives up to its name. We've all been there, spending way too much time formatting code, arguing about semicolons in code reviews. Prettier takes all that pain away, automatically formatting your code to be consistent and readable. No more endless debates, no more wasted time. Just install, configure once, and watch Prettier transform your code. Your team will thank you. It supports a ton of different languages. JavaScript, Python, HTML, you name it, Prettier can handle it. And if you like your code formatted a certain way, Prettier gives you tons of customization options. Install it once and forget about it, because it just works, making your code beautiful. First up, we have Prettier, and let me tell you, this extension lives up to its name. We've all been there, spending way too much time formatting code, arguing about semicolons in code reviews. Prettier takes all that pain away, automatically formatting your code to be consistent and readable. No more endless debates, no more wasted time. Just install, configure once, and watch Prettier transform your code. Your team will thank you. It supports a ton of different languages. JavaScript, Python, HTML, you name it, Prettier can handle it. And if you like your code formatted a certain way, Prettier gives you tons of customization options. Install it once and forget about it, because it just works, making your code beautiful. Alright, let's talk about Git. We all use it, but let's be honest, sometimes it can feel like you're speaking a different language, right? Well, GitLens is like having a universal translator for your code repository. It gives you this incredible insight into your code base, showing you who wrote what, when, and why directly within VS Code. It's like having X-ray vision for your code. You can hover over any line and instantly see the commit history, blame information, you name it. And if you're working on a team, GitLens is an absolute must. It lets you see who else is working on what files, so you can avoid those nasty merge conflicts. But it's not just about blame and history. GitLens also makes navigating your repository a breeze. You can jump between branches, view diffs, and even stage changes, all without leaving VS Code. Seriously, if you're serious about Git, you need GitLens in your life. It'll change the way you interact with your codebase, making you a more informed and efficient developer. Chapter 4, Bracket Pair Colorizer. Never lose your brackets again. Ever get lost in a sea of nested parentheses and brackets? We've all been there. Bracket Pair Colorizer solves that problem elegantly. It colorizes matching brackets, making code easier to read and understand. No more getting lost in the brackets, no more headaches. And it's customizable. Choose your colors and bracket types. Make your code visually appealing and easy to understand. Chapter 5, Path Intellisense, your file path navigator. Next up, we've got Path Intellisense, and if you're tired of typing out long, complicated file paths, this one's for you. Path Intellisense is like having a GPS for your project files. As you start typing a file path, it suggests completions, making it so much faster and easier to navigate your project. No more typos, no more second-guessing yourself, just pure coding bliss. It's like having VS Code read your mind and know exactly which file you're looking for. And it's not just for local files either. Path Intellisense also works with URLs, making it a breeze to link to external resources. It's a small thing, but it makes a huge difference in your workflow. You'll be amazed at how much time you save by not having to hunt down those pesky file paths. Chapter 6, ESLint, your code's personal trainer. Alright, let's talk about code quality. We all want to write clean, efficient code, but sometimes we need a little help. That's where ESLint comes in. Think of ESLint as your personal code trainer. It analyzes your code for potential errors, style inconsistencies, and bad practices, helping you write better code from the get-go. It's like having a linter, a style guide, and a code reviewer all rolled into one. ESLint catches those little mistakes before they become big problems, saving you time and headaches down the road. And the best part is, it's highly customizable. You can configure ESLint to enforce the specific coding style and conventions of your project or team. Trust me, once you start using ESLint, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. It's like having a second pair of eyes on your code, constantly looking for ways to improve. Now this next one is straight out of the future. Visual Studio IntelliCode is like having an AI-powered coding buddy, always there to help you write better code, faster. It uses machine learning to analyze your code and provide intelligent suggestions, completions, and even code snippets. It's like having a supercharged autocomplete that actually understands your code, and the best part is, it gets smarter over time. As you use it, IntelliCode learns your coding patterns and preferences, providing even more accurate and relevant suggestions. It's like having a personal assistant for your code, anticipating your needs, and helping you write better code, faster than ever before. If you're looking to boost your productivity and take your coding skills to the next level, Visual Studio IntelliCode is a must-have. Chapter 8. Docker, your containerization command center. Alright, let's talk about Docker. If you're not using containers yet, you're missing out. Containers are like these lightweight virtual machines that make it super easy to package and deploy your applications. And the Docker extension for VS Code makes working with containers an absolute breeze. You can build, manage, and deploy Docker containers all from within VS Code. No more switching between tools, no more command line headaches. It's like having a Docker dashboard right inside your code editor. You can view your running containers, inspect their logs, and even execute commands, all with a few clicks. Whether you're a Docker newbie or a seasoned pro, the Docker extension will streamline your workflow and make containerization a breeze. Chapter 9. Python, the Python powerhouse. Now, if you're a Python developer, this one's a no-brainer. The Python extension for VS Code provides everything you need for a productive Python development experience. We're talking intelligent code completion, linting, debugging, code navigation, the works. It's like turning VS Code into a full-blown Python IDE, and it's not just about the features. The Python extension is developed by Microsoft themselves, so, it's well-maintained and constantly updated with the latest and greatest Python features. If Python is your language of choice, the Python extension for VS Code is a must-have. Chapter 10. Remote, SSH, your gateway to remote development. Finally, let's talk about remote development. The Remote, SSH extension lets you connect to remote servers and work on your code as if it were local. This is a game changer for anyone who works with remote servers, virtual machines, or even just wants to keep their development environment separate from their main machine. No more clunky FTP transfers, no more syncing issues, just pure, seamless remote development. It's like having your code editor teleport to your remote server. You get all the power and familiarity of VS Code, but with the added flexibility and power of remote development. Whether you're working on a large project with a dedicated server or just want to experiment with a different development environment, the Remote SSH extension is an incredibly powerful tool. Outrow level up your coding game. So there you have it, our top 10 must-have VS Code extensions for developers. These extensions are the tools I use every single day to enhance my workflow, boost my productivity, and honestly, just make coding a lot more enjoyable. I encourage you to try out these extensions and see the difference they can make in your own coding journey. Remember, VS Code is a powerful tool on its own, but with the right extensions, it becomes an unstoppable coding powerhouse. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more coding tips, tricks, and extension recommendations. Let me know in the comments down below which VS Code extensions you can't live without. Until next time, keep coding.